Magisters.
Your powers of observation...
Best you leave the building, stranger. We have sorcerer trouble. We're trying to talk her down without a fight. It's not going well. God's damn sorcerers. A sorceress, as it happens. A master of portals, and a lizard too. She seems unable to escape, thank the divine. But we can't get close enough to bring her down. We chased her clear across the country, and she's left devastation in her wake. We expect a Voidwoken attack here too, at any moment. That, or worse. Well, it's your funeral. Try not to let her use sorcery on you. I'd like to avoid having Voidwoken show up. And do watch out for the lava. That's instant death.
He spares you but a glance, then turns his focus back on whatever it is he's hiding from. Pinched of face and stern of features, the spirit of a matronly nun eyes you gravely above her prayer beads.
Welcome to the House of Ralik. What brings you to my master's abode? This is the home of Ralik on Earth. You would be wise to bow your head in his honor, man-child of Ralik, as cubs bow before the Alpha Wolf.
She nods, satisfied. The sorcerer looks at you in surprise.
You don't look like a magister. I've heard that a lot lately. It's always a lie.
Under her breath, she incants a simple spell. No sooner does a portal open beside her than she steps into it and is gone. The popped and lichened statue gazes down from under a canopy of overgrown. You are relieved of the past's night. Fury twists her face. She looks haunted, ready to fight or flee. She looks from you to the Magisters and back again.
This is Magister trickery. You'll die for your lies. All right, here's how you help. I can hold the Magisters off, but I can't put them down. Do this for me. Kill them all. done. I am impressed. I'm also grateful.
She offers you a grateful smile. She gives you a long look, considering the request.
You have proven yourself a friend at least, but you must prove your heart. I'll ask one more thing of you. I left my apprentice, Gwydion Rince, at the Black Pits. He is with his family. They are in danger. Help them, and I will help you. I should be most grateful.
A wave of resentment washes from the spirit.
I see a cage.
In the near distance, you see a man, though shadows obscure his features. A faint, guttural chittering emanates from a cage before him.
This is him. He can help me. He can...
Losa's eyes suddenly fill with inky blackness. Grey veins appear beneath her skin.
Walk away.
She shakes her head. Her color returns to normal.
I'm running out of time. I think that man is Jehan, the demonologist. I need to talk to him.
She throws up a salute and laughs low, but worry sparkles behind her eyes. She walks towards the mysterious figure, who turns towards her with narrowed eyes.
Keep your distance. I recognize that particular shade of darkness in your eyes. Why do you seek me?
You're Jehan, the demonologist. I heard you could help me. Please, I must be free of it.
Jahan stands back from her, his body tense. He stares into her eyes a long while, saying nothing.
I've heard about you, Losa. You're the amalgam too hideous to contemplate. One who has a demon coiled around her god-woken heart. Its grip grows stronger by the hour. Its voice and yours become ever more indistinguishable until, ultimately, it's your voice no longer. But not just yet.
He walks toward her. They talk in low tones. Jahan's face is vivid, insistent. Losa's is set in a determined frown.
Do as I say, Losa. Hurry now. It won't be long.
They shake hands, Jahan clasping Losa's hand in both of his.
You'll see. I'll be back before you know it. The Advocate doesn't stand a chance.
Losa turns to you.
So, we have a job. It's like this. Jehan can help us. He can teach us how to control more Source, just like that. All we need to do is a little favor for him. There's a place to the north called Blood Moon Island. I guess it's been more or less lost to a demonic presence for some time now. There's a fellow there, goes by the Advocate, and our new pal Jehan would like to see him taken care of. We take care of that, and Jehan helps us control more Source. And after that, he may even be able to help exorcise what ails me. Sound good? Of course it does.
She turns away before you have time to answer.
Excuse me. You travel with Losa, do you not? We need to have a word, you and I. I suppose I don't have to tell you her condition is... rather dire. You're no stranger then to her demon-wrought idiosyncrasies. The thing inside her is voracious. It's a testament to her strength that it hasn't long since consumed her whole. Perhaps that's because she's god-woken, just like you are. The fact that she's godwoken is what's saving her, but may also be the very thing that spells the world's doom. Do heed me when I say that under no circumstance must she be allowed to ascend to divinity. The demon, not she, would be a god. It would bring about the end of time and space and all creation as we know it. I say this to prepare you for the worst. I say this to prepare you for the kill may come to pass. You must be... Should she come close to ascension, you may not hesitate. Stand ready to end her, even if it breaks your heart.
He steps forward and lowers his voice to a harsh whisper.
You will learn to make your heart a stone. All life is priceless, unless the price is all life. There may be more I can do for you. Come find me if you are interested in growing the source inside you. You may find that new strength will soon become essential. I suppose even you don't know your master's name, do you?
The Master? The Shadow? The Crawler? He has 10,000 names, all true and cruel.
10,000 masks of cowardice, each and every one of them.
He'll carve them all, one by slowly one into your quivering flesh.
He can do what he will, but one day his one true name I'll know, and so undo him.
Maybe the river could be crossed on that. A lake of death fog. The bridge appears to be down.
Someone wants to discourage visitors.
There must be a way across.
Before you, a statue reaches her arms blind as you step closer to the statue.
Keeping it together, Reese. I'm all right, as long as...
As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading. As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul. As you approach, Rallick greets you with a salute, though his face is marred by a pained grimace.
My, Ifan. How you positively brim with sauce. No wonder after all the adventures you have had. All the things you've had to do. Oh, it's naught but a chill. Bit drafty in your soul, that's all. You should...
A sudden shudder jolts through his body so violently that he drops to his knees, stunned into silence. Source washes over him, a wave over a single flame, but unlike last time, it seems to have precious little effect. An ancient curse escapes from his lips, spoken so forcefully that for a brief moment all light recedes into the webs of darkness.
I have told you before, the void is stronger than ever, but so are you. I can sense the expanse of source inside you. You are ready to learn the spell I've yearned to teach you, the spell you will need when we reach the Well of Ascension. I have given you eyes that see the source. Now I will give you the teeth to take it.
Rallick smiles, and you notice for the first time 2 vampire-like fangs glistening beneath his upper lip. A gulf of magic envelops you, and you feel a sudden, insatiable hunger for source.
Go on. I'm here for you. Give in to your hunger. Yes. Relish in your lust for power, just like a god should. Go on. Devour me.
Though your spell tore through him like a spear through flesh, Rallick looks grimly happy, if haggard.
You speak the spell with brash ferocity, like I knew you would, my wolf. Oh, do you still not see? Even though you are a god-woken, destined to be a god. Let me tell you the one truth about what it means to be a god. It is to be the lion in a world of lambs. It is about power. And power is not given, it is taken. With your all-seeing eyes and your all-consuming teeth. You can see the souls of the dead. And now you can feed from them to your hungry heart's content. So feed, for you will starve until you finally feast upon the Well of Ascension. No, your soul must grow bigger still. Your inner self become a vaster expanse so that it may house divinity. There are more masters of the Source, more aspects of the Source to learn. Your hunt continues, Ifan. Just you hurry!
You seem different. Tell me, what have you learned? Or has the smoke simply addled your mind beyond repair? Vampirism? As if killing a creature weren't enough, you should utterly destroy its soul too. A dark skill, but certainly useful.
The Meister slumps back in her chair, closing her eyes. Her breathing is shallow and ragged.
Very well then. But as you lack the glowing eyes of the divine, or the purpose of one soon to be divine, I trust you need more source. Thankfully, the Magisters have made our lives very simple. They carefully catalogued every sorcerer in this area, keeping careful records in their barracks. The gentle and weak were captured, collared and shipped to Fort Joy, which means they may still be open to a teaching position. Do not look at me like that. I said it was simple, not easy. Now get to the Magister's barracks and find that list. You no longer have the luxury of time. You have a duty. Gather more source and complete the ritual.
Monster! Monster! Poor little Peeper! Poor little monster Peeper! There's only one way! Yes, there's only one. Oh, Papa!
She closes her beady, black eyes and quietly accepts her fate. The shimmering ghost of a lizard magister turns her gaze upon you. She holds your stare, boring into your mind, searching the blacks of your eyes for the secrets of your soul. But in so doing, she shows you hers. You are Zeushan, a young lizard magister, devoted to the Order. More than this, you are in love with a comrade, a human man of wit and kindness and sweet disposition, who goes by the name of Boris. You are Zeushan once more. Alexander dies. Worse, your human comrades look at you askance, as if his murder was your fault. Even Boris turns against you. When he's posted to Fort Joy, he does not say goodbye. Your heart is broken. Posted to the graveyard shift in the dark of night on the outskirts of town, you do your duty diligently. But your heart is no longer in it. So when you catch a couple of young sorcerers fleeing Raymond's net, you see how deeply in love they are. You do not turn them in. You help them to escape. But in the morning, they are caught and under torture give you up. They go to Fort Joy. You are hanged right here.
I bet you're the musical sort. You've thought about taking up the lute. I got a few ready to go, all freshly strung. It's like I always said, everyone's got a melody in him. You just gotta look. Me brother Laszlo couldn't carry a tune in a bucket when he were a wee thing. Now, he's got the voice of an angel. Yeah, I use rosewood mostly. It gives loops and whatnot a sweet tone. Play him too, of course. Me and Laszlo were in a band, but we preferred duets. Just us, spreading song. Magisters came, stole them away. I keep going though, hoping to get to Ark sooner than later. Lucian's day crowds will be wanting some musical trifles. Come back if you need. I'll be whittling away. Useful? Ah, you mean deadly. Used to make bows and fletch arrows, but left that hobby behind. There's no shortage of suffering, that's for sure. Maybe I could do me part to help your efforts. Come back later then. I need a bit of time to carve something useful.
They beat all the...
We showed them! Yes, we
did. We showed them how to die. We'll win this war yet, brother. We'll win it yet.
I should keep my voice low. No need to wake the dead.
Look who's come to join the party. Oh, but you do get around, don't you?
He takes a satisfied sniff and rubs his hands together. His lips stretch into a mischievous smirk.
When it comes to graveyards, I'm a kid in a candy shop. All sorts of goodies and gewgaws for the taking. And a bit of rousing conversation. If you know what to dig, that is. Ah, it's a quandary, you see. I'm not exactly welcome in the Stone Garden. The servants that tend the graves, well, their master, this Riker fellow, caught me nosing around, so he had them chase me off. The spirits within are particularly feisty as well. Can't say why. I'm as gentle as can be. Alas, I'm stuck sniffing out herbs and fungi on the outskirts.
He presses a forefinger against his chin and hums.
This is when having access to a God-Woken might come in handy. You see, beyond the gates, there's something that my heart, such as it is set on. Well, that's the gold-plated question it is. I dare say you'll enjoy this story. Somewhere in this graveyard lies an object of tremendous power. Or so the legends say. Belonged to a family buried near here. The Surreys. I've been reading up on them. An ancient clan of eccentrics and oddballs. Fascinating people, truly. Old Joanna was the last. The poor, poor, poor dear. Had no money, no children, just this incredible heirloom passed down to her through the generations. Problem is, no one knows what this object is, only that it's an astounding piece of work. Seems Joanna took its secrets to her grave, rather literally.
His coy grin freezes.
I can recite each page from memory, but I've neither the time nor the inclination.
Tarquin sighs, and his lips unfreeze. For a moment, he looks almost modest.
It pains me to say, but you've talents in the adventuring department that I do not. This heirloom could prove valuable for both of us. Beautiful. The Surrey tomb must be somewhere nearby. And whatever that object is in there, I bet it's impressive.
He looks toward the graveyard.
I do wish I could wander inside. It would be nice to look up some old friends. See if they're in good spirits.
As you reach to push open the heavy door, the coils and whirls of engraved wood dance into a new pattern. The semblance of a face arises, a face that seems to look right through you.
A little sorcerer, come to play. You are a sorcerer, are you not? Perhaps even God-woken. Tell me.
Silence greets your answer. In the distance, you hear the screech of an eagle. Worryingly closer, you hear some kind of a moan. Time passes. At last, the lips on the door creak open, and the door speaks.
Enter.
The face melts back into the wood of the door, and the whirls swirl back into a floral pattern. A loud metallic click can be heard from deep within.
Only a madman would build a mansion on the edge of a graveyard.
Such dreamy prose. I could get lost in it. A visitor. Such a rare and exquisite pleasure.
The elf tilts his head backwards, but his squinted eyes don't stray from yours.
Call me Riker, and I shall call you Ifan, yes? Such fortune that a fellow lone wolf would cross my path purely by chance. It's not an ordinary location, I admit, but I prefer to be extraordinary. There is no pleasure in mediocrity. Don't you agree, Godwoken? Oh, Ifan, your reputation surely precedes you. Do you suppose you pass through this land unnoticed? I also see you are not yet whole.
He presses a slender forefinger against his tight lips and hums.
I'm not a generous man, but I could give you what you seek if you offer something in return. A fair exchange between one wolf and another. You must go to the Black Pits. There's a cavern there. In it, you'll find a stone tablet of considerable value.
He points to the location on your map.
Bring it to me.
Dizziness. It lasts just a moment, but long enough for you to feel Ralik's presence. You hear no words, yet understand. It's imperative you accept Riker's bargain. The episode passes. Riker is peering at you intently. He awaits your reply.
It's a miracle of the ancients. Priceless, really, and powerful enough to draw the Magister's attentions. I won't bore you with further detail. Suffice it to say, it is safer in my hands than in theirs. A promise you'd best fulfill.
Riker bows his head deeply.
Then you'll have the power you seek, if not the power that trumps it. There will always be one greater, you know. Now please, don't let me keep you. Tarquin. Ah, that must be the fellow I found snooping in unwanted places. There are some types, deceitful types, that don't deserve to be among a place of such treasure. He doesn't appreciate what the dead can do for us, my friend.
He turns the back of his hand towards you and waves it back and forth, nudging you away.
Do be sure to see yourself out. These tomes demand my attention.
The salamander turns away from you with a hiss and a wheeze. A spirit sits behind the grand piano, her hands moving to and fro along the ivory keys.
O'er black and white, my fingers dart, as lost between worlds as I am. O'er globes they glide, o'er flats and sharps. Whither go they, Lord of Life? Direct them.
The music swells as the spirit's dalliances along the piano keys are joined by a ghostly violin. A distant orchestra fills the room with melody.